Good morning, everybody. It's a cold October morning. Relatively. 46 degrees. Colder in some spots, warmer in others. It's just the way it works, isn't it? I decided to do the cold brew last night. A little beginning montage you saw was me preparing it last night around 8 o'clock. It's now around 10, so this has had a good 13, 14 hours to marinate. I'm pretty excited. The recipe I used called for 100 grams of coffee and 1 liter of water. So instead of using the geisha like I had hoped, which there's not a lot of that left, I used the heirloom variety with the honey processed. Very light roast. They recommend doing this with a medium roast. I mean, we'll see. I'm sure it'll taste fine, but medium roasts do tend to lend themselves better to cold brew overnight stuff. How am I gonna? I'm not. Okay. I thought about it. I came, I saw, I decided against it. So, and it's a liter of water in here, and this was the biggest one I had. I wanted to use my other one, which meant probably cutting it in half, which I should have done in hindsight, because here's the Bodum glass one. I should have, and maybe I will tomorrow. For tomorrow, we'll do the geisha, and we'll cut it in half. Do 50. If I have that left, I think I do 50 grams of coffee and half a liter. So this thing's funny. It's like Manny faces, you know. It's like robot, friendly, unfriendly, evil face. So we're going to use the evil face to try to get all the stuff out of here. And I did fill it up, and the max, it is at max right now. So, that should be fascinating. I'm going to push the plunger down. Very little to no resistance, as hoped. Why did you dropped the thingy down over the, why did you do that? The thing I want them to chew on, they keep putting it on the first step and leaving it there. So I pick it up and I put it back on the floor, and then suddenly it ends up back at the first step. I mean, they do play with it, which is great, but at the same time, I do wish they would chew on it a little bit. Anyway, so that's where it should be. It's easy, simple one this morning. Hopefully it'll turn out all right. This thing's got 2 filter chambers, which I guess is good. I've had just as much success with the Bodum with the single, because it's got this single, the thing, if you've used one of these cold, these pressers for coffee, or tea even, it's the strainer on the side, wire mesh all the way down, holes in descending order. spring all the way around kind of thing. And it holds out just as much particulate as the double basket thingy in here does. So, I mean, I don't know how this is gonna... I mean, it smells like really nice coffee. Oh, yeah. Honestly, it's a little weaker than I would have expected. Maybe it should sit in there for the 24 hours, because it's 12 to 24 hours. Maybe it's just the fact that it's a light roast. And it probably has a lot to do with the fact that it's a light roast. But it tastes nice. It tastes all right. I think it's an aluminum shell around this, so it does retain the cold like all night. I didn't put it in the fridge because it says don't put it in the fridge while it's extracting, because it could hinder the extraction. Is that a thing? I don't know if that's a thing or not. So cold brewed, not bad. Light roast, probably not. Definitely not the best way to do a cold brew. Peach, jasmine, clementine, fruit stripe gum. It's funny because there is, I mean, it's probably very suggestive in my brain, but as I take a sip, I do get peach. I do get a little bit of peach sweetness at the very beginning, which is very interesting. Fruit stripe gum is kind of tangy the full minute that it lasts of flavor in your mouth, so there's a little bit of tang to that. No, it's actually quite nice if you don't mind cold coffee. I don't mind cold coffee. I don't mind hot coffee. I don't mind tepid coffee. No, that's actually very nice. Because it's a light roast, it's almost tea-like, which is fascinating. I don't really have anything going on this week. We saw a wonderful... I didn't take any pictures because we were just immersed in watching, which, you know, I feel is the best way to do anything. I know a lot of folks like to record stuff, which is absolutely fine, and you should totally record stuff if that's your jam. But personally, I like to live in the moment and watch. And there was a drag show in Westerville on Sunday. It was a Sunday brunch, and it was fabulous and fantastic. Hit a lot of notes, hit a lot of different notes. Activism and humor and, you know, drama, and, you know, it was great. It was very good. If there's a drag show near you and you see it, you should get tickets and go watch it. All the proceeds went to a charity, which is the best kind of ticket, is ones whose money goes to charity and not to 30 different fees. So we're gonna go see the Pentatonics. Is that what their name is? I got them confused with the band that did the rockapella, that did Carmen Sandiego stuff. I got them confused. I thought the Pentatonics did the rockapella stuff in Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. I looked it up, absolutely wrong. It was hilarious in my mind. But yeah, so it's the Pentatonics. They're going to be in town, and there are so many different ways to buy tickets. All of them through Ticketmaster. All of them with giant fees attached. Well, it's like when I did the show in Minneapolis for Riff Tracks. That was Point Break. It was 2 years ago. I bought 2 tickets. And 2 tickets, it was like $50 a ticket. But then since you had to buy the tickets through a system online, it doubled the ticket prices. So $50 and then another $50 in fees. So it was like $100 per ticket, which has nothing really... I want to say it has nothing to do with the venue, but there again, the venue is selling the tickets through them, so that I'm sure they're well aware of all of the fees. So it is also on the venue that they decided that they were going to do everything through this Ticketmaster-like site. I don't think it was Ticketmaster, or maybe it was. I don't know. All I know is that I paid $50 for tickets and then at least $45 for fees. So it was ridiculous and aggravating, and I still bought the tickets, but I was not happy about it, which I guess is general, right? I'll pay for it. I won't be happy about it, but I'll pay for it, which will really show no one my anger. When the fact that if I don't buy the tickets, someone else will, and that won't show any anger either. So, I mean, what are you going to do? It was a sold-out show in there in Minneapolis for Riff Tracks. That was a lot of fun. Speaking of Riff Tracks, I guess I can show this real quick. This ornament, hefty ornament came. I can eat candy. Unfortunately, I don't know what riff this comes from. It might be a newer one, and to be brutally honest, my back catalog of Riff Tracks movies is lacking. I haven't bought many, and the ones that I have bought, I've not watched. So I need to catch up. This could be from a short. It could be from a feature-length movie. But somebody might chime in and let me know. But yeah, I don't know what this is from. It reminds me of the lion, the stitched lion that was in Samurai Cop, except it had more highlights. It had more highlights and looked far more goofy and a lot less ominous and scary. So yeah, that came in the mail yesterday. I was very excited to see. I thought it was the DVD Blu-ray because it was in a DVD Blu-ray sleeve, but it ended up being this beautiful, fun ornament that I'm definitely going to hang on the tree. So very cool. But yeah, that's from Riff Tracks. It's from we're getting our physical rewards from the Kickstarter that happened this past summer for Time Cop. I believe that was one of them. I should also be getting a coin because I'm an Ultra Traxian. There will be like a challenge coin there. I've got 4 of them because they released 4. There's going to be a 5th one coming out with this, and then physical media. We're going to get another T-shirt. We should get I think we get a T-shirt. I think. So that's pretty exciting. Getting stuff is always fun. I don't get much mail unless it's advertisements and the occasional bill for teeth issues. Sorry, unintended jump cut. Mom just called. There's an offer on the house down in Florida. Hooray! It's a cash sale. Hooray! It's not exactly what they wanted, but it gets the damn house out from underneath Mom, and that will be a huge relief to everyone involved. So there's an offer on the house down there that's in Florida, in Ocala. So that's absolutely fantastic. It's not what they priced it at, but at the same time, the whole point is to get rid of it. And everybody involved, because it will be split 4 ways, everyone involved will get a nice bonus. 2 of those people will get a nice bonus for not lifting a finger. So, it's... I mean, how do you beat that? I mean, I couldn't beat that. I mean, so, but yeah, a cash sale. She said she wants to move in as quickly as possible. It's an inspection. There's going to be an inspection probably to find out the things that need to be fixed. And there are a lot, honestly. But the person has gone to the house, has seen all of the issues, understands all of the issues, and, pending anything absolutely insane, this is the way they want to go. No banks involved, all cash. So you can't ask for anything more than that, especially if you want to just be rid of something like that. So hopefully it will happen quickly, and hopefully it will be all right. Also, she called this might be a tomorrow story. I don't know. She called to tell me, you remember where the key is, and you remember where I'm telling you where all of our paperwork is should something happen. They're going down to Georgia for the weekend, next weekend, with my brother and his wife to watch their grandson graduate from basic training. and then he's immediately going into AT. There's no breaks. No breaks for him. So, except I think he'll get a Christmas break, so we'll be able to see him at Christmas. But he'll be, they're driving, which is perfectly fine, except for the fact, you have to understand my father, when I'm driving, and you know what? I'm going to put myself out there and say, I'm a pretty damn good driver. Even when I'm driving, he's white knuckling the oh shit handle and the door handle, and it's a wonder he hasn't ripped off either one while I'm driving. Whether it's my car, whether it's his car, whatever. If he's not in control, he's freaking the hell out. And it freaks me the hell out because I'm like, you need to stop. Every time I'm like, you need to stop. This is just driving me insane. But so it'll be a white knuckle drive from Ohio down to Georgia. I think it's Fort Benning. And the other thing is that they're going to be down there for the weekend, which means Dad is going to be away from the house for an extended period of time. And not just away from the house, but 1,000 miles away from the house. So what I might do on the weekend, I might drive down. He's going to be watching sports all day Saturday. I may ask some friends if they're going to be around and maybe just see them and then just go to the house. You know, I think they leave on Saturday. So maybe like Sunday or something like that. They don't know if they're going to come back on Monday or on Tuesday yet. So just go down there, just look, make sure everything's okay. You know, I mean, that's, you know, and if I do that and I report back, maybe Dad could have a little bit more fun, or at least try to. There was a whole experience where we all went to Florida together and rented an Airbnb in a nice area. Had Granddad, had my Aunt Tyra, and then Mom and Dad there, and then myself and Matt, and we had a nice time. Except he had a rotator cuff shoulder problem that gave him pain the entire time, and because he's that person, he just bowled and got angry and was just mad and the whole time. And then the anxiety of being away from the house. Because he's afraid someone is going to come in and steal his shit. It's wild. It's wild. So when Mom said, we're going to go down to Georgia, I'm like, really? And then he said, your brother's going to drive us down. And I'm like, really? And we're going to be in the car with your sister-in-law. What? There's a lot of things there. There are a lot of things there that I wish they had a roof-mounted GoPro for the trip so that I could watch everything that's going to happen. Now, she did say he was probably going to give Dad like a gummy or two so that maybe he'll sleep through the entire trip down, because he will have an anxiety attack about halfway down. It will be. There for the reasons that I have named, and a multitude more. It'll be absolutely fascinating to be a fly on the wall for that entire experience. Anyway, thank you for watching today. I really appreciate it. I guess there's not a lot of action when I do a cold brew, so maybe we won't do a cold brew tomorrow. We'll do something else. We'll get the geisha down. I'll put it through the rock. Maybe that'll perk everything up a little bit. Thank you for watching. We will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.